Welcome to the last session in the preferredfutures.com Self-Compassion module. Hopefully, through the other sessions, you will have gained both the knowledge and the motivation to be kinder to yourself. This session is called Helpful Habits and is aimed at consolidating the skills and understandings gained in the first 4 lessons. In fact, the phrase, practice more self-compassion, gives a hint to how it can be exercised most effectively, and that is as a regular habit. However, instead of repeating the self-compassion in the previous lessons, the emphasis here is on looking outwards and practicing compassion for others. This is because, although there is a difference between the two, they are very similar in many ways, and they both increase our well-being. I like to see the two as twins. A 2017 study suggests that while self-compassion might help us to feel better as individuals, compassion for others helps us sustain healthy relationships. Kristen Neff, perhaps the foremost expert on self-compassion, writes on her website, "With self-compassion, we give ourselves the same kindness and care we'd give to a good friend." It's a bit chicken and egg, really. Some research suggests that without tuning into our own feelings, we can't understand those of others, whereas other studies reveal that showing kindness to others helps us be kind to ourselves. In the end, unless you want to get deeply into the science of the matter, practicing kindness either to ourselves or to others simply makes us happier. However, compassion isn't a given. Some people might have a natural tendency for it. For others, it's just not automatic. But it is a skill that can be learned and improved upon. Christopher Berglund is a retired ultra-endurance athlete and science writer who is a huge fan of what he calls brain optimization. He believes that many of our everyday experiences can help us to tune into and practice compassion. For example, he says that regular physical exercise and getting through a tough workout makes people more empathetic to human suffering. You can read more about his approach to developing compassionate habits in the second activity. The third activity, adapted from Barbara Fredrickson's book Love 2.0, encourages you to see how your life and its challenges fits in with common humanity. Perceiving your experiences as part of the larger human experience, rather than seeing them as separating and isolating, is very helpful, both in terms of mental well-being, as well as treating yourselves and others kindly. The aim here is not for a shared pity, but rather a feeling of interconnectedness. Kristen Neff says, when individuals feel pity for others, they typically feel highly separate and disconnected from them. Thank goodness it's your problem, not mine. While in the case of compassion, individuals feel connected to others and are aware that suffering is something all humans experience. There but for fortune go I. She also adds that self-compassion requires that individuals do not get too wrapped up in their emotions. Instead, it's good to find mental space in which you can practice self-kindness and recognize this broader human context of one's experience. Mindfulness is one way to gain that space, but any way of seeing the big picture can help. Another helpful habit to promote compassionate mindset is introduced in Activity 4, a loving kindness meditation. And while originally this practice comes from Buddhism, there is plenty of scientific evidence to argue for its effectiveness. Research suggests that when people practice loving-kindness meditation regularly, they start automatically reacting more positively to others. Also, their social interactions and close relationships become more satisfying. In addition, neuroimaging studies suggest that loving-kindness meditation may enhance activation of the brain areas that are involved in emotional processing and empathy. Over the last couple of decades, much research has shown the mental health benefits of showing compassion. When you feel compassion for others, there's a sense of belonging, and when you feel compassion for yourself, there's a sense of understanding. Both allow us to experience the world as a kinder, more accepting place, and that must be good for our happiness. So, keep being kind to yourself, and have a great day.